Hey guys, I'm Wheels, this is Tom, and of course this is Bamboo the Panda. We have just finished our big live stream, the first Records Mode live stream at Martung, and we thought we would take this opportunity to show you a couple of the different start positions in-game so that you can pick which Warlord you're most excited to play as. And we're starting with one of the most difficult ones available, Zheng Jiang, one of the Bandit characters, and the Bandit Queen herself, Tom.
Yep, we are. She is such a great character to start as if you like a really difficult campaign. And obviously she starts up here in the north, in the mountains. And shall we dive straight in?
Yeah, well, let's have a look at some of her cool abilities. So she has her unique currency, her unique resource, which is infamy. This is going to increase her prestige, which means that essentially she's going to, the more sort of dangerous and exploitative battle she can do, the more tribute she can get out of all the other lords, the higher she's going to rise up the ranks and become a bigger faction. She's also going to use that to increase her character's ability and make them a bit more happy. But as her infamy drops, we're actually going to see that get worse over time as well. So people will be less happy with you if you're less infamous, because of course you're the Bandit Queen. You've got to keep that title up. Two unique units here. We've got the Hidden Axes and the Fists of the Bandit Queen. Very, very cool. Very, very hard-hitting, fast-moving axe infantry. Lightly armored, but deal a lot of damage. She's also got these really cool building chains as well. The bandit lair giving a little bit of replenishment at the cost of some income. But if we look at the tribute hall, you can actually build this to increase income from all of your tributaries. So anyone who you've got as a tributary will increase their income. Because the interesting thing about Zheng Jiang is she can't actually hold vassals.
No, she can't. But what she can do is ask for tribute from other factions. So she can request other warlords to give them a tribute to her cause, which will help support her in her campaign.
All right, so let's kick off the first turn of the campaign, and we'll have a little look at how she starts off. All right, so here we are in the campaign map, and you can see Zheng Jiang preparing for her first battle against Shen Yu. And one of the immediate difficult dilemmas that Zheng Jiang is going to be faced with is the fact that she doesn't start with any territory. Kind of like Liu Bei, she just starts as a wandering army. So that means that her armies don't take attrition from having no territory, but it does mean that she's going to be at a slight disadvantage right from the get-go. So after she's defeated her initial foe, she can move into Taiyuan, and that's going to be her kind of like initial foothold. But as you can see, if we zoom out into the sort of campaign overview here, we're very close to Dong Zhuo's forces. To our east, we've also got Yuan Shao. To the north, her sort of almost brother-in-arms, Zhang Yan, who is the other bandit leader. Also, they do not get on.
Yeah, and that's going to be your initial dilemma, is he's going to ask if you will want to join him in the fight against Yuan Shao, or if you want to attack his lands and defend it. So that's going to be your initial dilemma playing as Zheng Jiang.
Yeah, and that's one of the sort of really, really hard things that you're going to have to manage at Zheng Jiang. You've got very, very little income. You're just starting with a small town, no real money makers. You have to start moving south to get some of those resources, and that means that you're just going to have enemies on every single border. And because of your status as a bandit, that means that the other factions, they're not going to respect you as much, which means that diplomacy is going to be really difficult for you as well. One of the most powerful tools that you have in Three Kingdoms is actually going to be hamstringed a little bit. So it's always going to put you on the back foot. So if you're looking for a really, really difficult campaign, this is definitely one to grab.
Added with the fact that it's difficult terrain to navigate through, so it's also really slow moving around these elements. So
yeah, all of these, this is the Black Mountains, of course, so this is really, really slow, difficult terrain, which means that even just getting from Taiyuan, this is actually one of their resource buildings over here. So just getting there, you've got to do this huge path around through all the mountains. It takes ages to take that terrain.
But of course, later on in the game, once you've established your foothold up here in the mountains, you will then be really hard to fight against.
Yeah, it's a really defensible position.
Yes, exactly. So later on in the game, you will be able to play that as kind of to your advantage, but definitely early on, it's going to be a really difficult campaign to play as.
Yeah, if we open up the diplomacy window, you see that because we start in this sort of very, very small sort of part of the map, we don't actually know that many factions as well. So it's difficult to build up your non-aggression pacts, make sure that people aren't going to war with you. And as soon as you start taking territory, you're going to see a lot of aggression from the other factions. So if you're looking for a very, very hard campaign, looking for something to really test your mettle and put your skills to the test, then this is definitely the one to grab. This is Zheng Jiang, one of the bandit leaders, the Bandit Queen herself. Give her a play and make sure to join us on the next episode of our Martung Let's Play over on Total War Live. Links in the description.